Yo, what is going on, guys? Jones for you, another rant video today. This one is going to be on Hypixel's new Watchdog anti-cheat. I'm going to be ranting a bit about what I think of it so far and what needs to be improved and what sucks about it. Before I get into the rant, let me just say I don't mean to bash on Hypixel. I love the server, so don't just get butthurt that I'm making points about this newly implemented system. Actually listen to what I have to say and understand that I'm not trying to bash Hypixel at all. I'm just trying to talk about the new anti-cheat and what they could do to improve it. So now that we got that out of the way, the gameplay in the background is just kind of an older gameplay. It's a 22 kill mega. It's a very clutch gameplay, so hopefully you guys enjoy that, but that's not really that important. What is important is discussing this anti-cheat. I will start by explaining. Actually, let me rephrase that. I will start by explaining that I am on the server quite a lot, so I am able to see the trends that develop, especially in Mega, which is typically where all the hackers end up. There's a lot in solo and teams, but there's a ton in Mega because you can get the most kills. It's the most rewarding. So I've been able to really see how many cheaters there have been recently. And it's gotten to the point where it's just kind of embarrassing, and I think that's why Hypixel actually came out with this a little bit ago, is because it was basically a game of let's see what we can get away with on Hypixel in terms of, you know, everyone was just cheating. It was so many people, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. At the peak, it was probably upwards of three maximum fly hackers in every single mega. It was blatant cheating that you basically couldn't combat. Now, obviously there are ways to do it, but you know, you shouldn't have to go out of your way to invent new ways to kill these cheaters. They should just not be in the game. So I have a pretty good eye for kind of how this has gone. So anyways, Hypixel releases this anti-cheat called Watchdog, and basically what it does is it collects a bunch of data from all the players, and if your data that Watchdog receives sets off a bunch of red flags, I don't know what those are. As I said, I'm not anything more than just a player on the server. I'm not staff. I don't know how the inner workings of this server work. But when it sets off a bunch of red flags and it determines that you are in fact cheating, it will put you into a queue, basically, a list, and every 24 hours a ban wave is activated and everyone in that list is banned. Now that's great, right? It's going to get rid of all of the casual hackers. They're going to have 1 to 2 accounts. They're going to get banned on both accounts because they have a very common detectable client, and they're going to be gone. You don't have to worry about them. So that's fantastic. That really, no, it's truly great that we don't have to deal with at least thousands of people. It's banned like 10,000 people so far. I mean, if you trust those numbers, that is. But the issue today is that every hacker that consistently hacks has hundreds, potentially hundreds, not necessarily hundreds, but they have a lot of alts that they can go on. So it doesn't really affect them at all. And here's my main concern about Watchdog, and I'm going to compare it to G-Cheat of Badline. Now, G-Cheat will determine if you're cheating, and it sometimes takes a while, but it will determine if you're cheating, and it will ban you on the spot. This could be mid pop PvP match, or this could be mid UHC. It will ban you on the spot, and what that does, which this is the very important part, is it prevents all of the other players in that game that are playing legitimately to have to suffer from the person that was cheating or breaking the rules. Now the difference comes in when you look at Watchdog. Watchdog does not do that. It puts you in a ban wave, like I said. So if you have a ton of alts like most hackers do, you're put into this ban wave, and you're banned, sure, but you just have another account to do it the very next day. And the issue is that all of the players that you go up against, if you are a cheater, you will ruin essentially all of those hundreds and hundreds of players' games the entire night. You could cheat the entire night and ruin every single player that played that night with you. You could ruin all of their games. And that's the issue. That's the difference. Is I think they should implement an active system in which Watchdog will ban you immediately when it determines that you're cheating. Now, granted, this is still a very new anti-cheat, and I think that there's a lot of time for it to improve, and by the time, you know, down the road, it'll probably be tenfold better than what it is currently. But, you know, I think that they should go in the direction of getting to the point where they can actually accurately ban cheaters in the game, because that would avoid every single person that encounters a cheater. It would avoid them having to deal with that same cheater throughout the entire night, and then most likely days to come as they hop on ults. I think that is the main thing that you need to understand or think about in terms of the difference between anti-cheats of Badlion and Hypixel. So there's always room to improve. Once again, no hate. I just think that there's a lot of changes that should be made to Watchdog, and I think they will be made in the future. But you know, I hope it improves. As of right now, you're not starting to see a whole lot of difference because, like I said, people are just ulting and cheating more. So you're not really getting rid of any hackers. You're just getting rid of the casual hackers. But that's really all I had to say today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let's start a discussion in the comments. Just post what you have to say about Watchdog so far, your thoughts. I'll respond. We'll have a little discussion. Everyone can respond to each other. I want to see a little discussion in the comments. If we could go for like 25 likes on this rant, share it around. I think that a lot of people might enjoy seeing this. But like I said, that's all I have to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe for more content like this. I will see you guys next time. Peace.